The NCAA tournament has a way of veering in a direction you don't expect, at the moment that you least expect it. On Friday, University of Maryland, Baltimore County pulled off the most improbable upset in this event's history, the same year that a different No. 16 seed, Ivy League champion University of Pennsylvania, was touted as a threat to knock off number 1 Kansas. Instead, the Jayhawks beat back the Quakers with relative ease in the first round, winning 76-60 after getting off to a slow start. And on Saturday, head coach Bill Self's group was one of a host of high major heavyweights to move on to the second weekend. The day after, the Retrievers and their glorious Twitter account convulsed the college hoops world with a 20-point win over No. 1 Virginia that continues to strain credulity. The sports royal cast restored a semblance of order. Number 1 seeds Kansas and Villanova, number 2 seed Duke and No. 5 seed Kentucky handled their second-round opponents with varying levels of difficulty to ensure passage to the Sweet 16. Coming as they did less than 24 hours removed from the UMBC-induced pandemonium in Charlotte, these victories amounted to a reminder that, for as much of the tourney's appeal owes to its penchant for lifting underdogs into the spotlight, they're still chasing the big boys. Here are our biggest takeaways from the first half of the round of 32. Michigan is first and foremost a college football blue blood, but it too advanced to its third game of this tourney, only it happened in a far more dramatic manner than it did for Kansas, Villanova, Duke and Kentucky. Down by 2 with less than 4 seconds remaining against No. 6 seed Houston, Wolverines freshman Isaiah Livers fired a one-handed inbounds pass to senior Muhammad Ali Abdur-Rahman, who dribbled past half-court and found Jordan Poole open from well beyond the three-point line. Short shorts rocking freshman splayed his legs mid-jump as he heaved up a prayer that went down for a one-point win. Poole's shot offered yet another reminder that March does not need Cinderella stories, obscurely named small school standouts or odds-defying giant slangs to deliver thrilling moments. The Wolverines are coming off a Big Ten tournament title, they've enjoyed plenty of success in the NCAAs of late under head coach John Beilein, and the Cougars belong to one of the biggest leagues outside the football Power 5, the American Athletic Conference. All it took was a score margin within one possession, a shrewd play design and enough luck to make a freshman with only 36 prior three-point makes entering Sunday connect on a deep rainbow at the buzzer. Villanova looks like it could be in the early stages of a run that ends with the net cutting in San Antonio. Surely you remember the ridiculous shooting run the Wildcats used 2 years ago en route to the program's second national title. The Wildcats rang up 1.30 points per possession, a big jump from the 1.12 they put up to lead the Big East during conference play that year, while shooting 62.8% from inside the three-point line and 50% from beyond it. Villanova caught fire at just the right time, and the 6 opponents it mowed down, UNC Asheville, Iowa, Miami, Kansas, Oklahoma, North Carolina, were powerless to stop it. The Wildcats have played only 2 games in these NCAAs, but over that sample they've hinted at the possibility that a similar scorching shooting run could be in store. 2 days after Villanova connected on 68% of its twos and 52% of its threes in a 26-point rout over No. 16 seed Radford, the Wildcats blitzed Alabama and its stout defense for an 81-58 win on Saturday. Ranked 19th in the country in Ken Pomeroy's adjusted points allowed per possession, the Crimson Tide were undone by Villanova's 41.5% shooting from a long range, including 5 threes from redshirt junior wing Mikal Bridges. Villanova scored 1.23 points per possession. True, the Wildcats have faced only one opponent, Alabama, that could hope to muster even marginal resistance against their offense, which leads the nation in Pomeroy's adjusted efficiency and effective field goal percentage. Villanova could well go cold in its matchup next weekend with the winner of Sunday's meeting between number 5 West Virginia and number 13 Marshall. That said, it also feels possible that Bridges, junior point guard Jalen Brunson, redshirt sophomore off-guard Dante DiVincenzo and the rest of the Wildcats' perimeter marksmen will carry Villanova to the Final Four by burying its forthcoming opponents in a torrent of triples. John Calipari is primarily associated with his annual mass recruitment of elite high school players and track record of developing them into first-round NBA draft picks. Yet he probably ought to receive more attention for his consistency as a tourney coach. Saturday's 20-point win over the same Buffalo team that trounced Sports Illustrated preseason No. 1 Arizona in the first round on Thursday earned Calipari his 7th trip to the Sweet 16 in 9 years. One more win would give Cal his 7th Elite Eight appearance since he took over at Kentucky in 2009, with a chance to get to his 5th Final Four during that span. But he gets the best players. Caveats apply here. There are very few coaches in the country who wouldn't trade rosters with